To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first... First action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. Juke the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Setting up a throw. His first throw is an interception. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
2 yards on the pickup, and that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They run once more with Spears. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now. 18, Buccaneer. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
They go play action here. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Penalty not helping their cause for this third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come on, set. Dragon 60. Let go.
Here's a throw. Taking a shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
It's an option right that begins this drive. He's contained at the line for no gain. Monty Hooker with the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll throw it. Rolling left, buying some time.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Back to throw now. Edwards got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And they take him down right along the 30. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Palmer motioning right. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 17. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's the give to Irving. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
3rd down from the gun. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. Oh, Brock, but guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. So now from a bit further back, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set. Moving my team. 18 rep.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Piniero's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Check, check. Let's go. Hut, hut.
This is Spears heading left. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Check. Go.
From the 31. Left side, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end a critical takeaway.
They're set up at the 35 now. They'll come out throwing. That one's cut along the left sideline. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, White. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
From the gun on 3rd down. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Starting from the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
70, Warriors 70, 18, Pioneer, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready?
2nd and 10 now. He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Go! 70 range, 70 range. Hut, hut.
He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
On the jump.
All right, here we go. Second down.
60. Ready. Curve 19. Curve 19. Go.
Another try following the sack. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take the lead just before halftime. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans take a 4-point lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Come on, set. Mustang 19. Ready.
Looking for a throw here. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Here we go, set.
Putting a receiver in motion. Working inside the red zone. Hauled in left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate this. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60. Alert. Alert.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Cut out left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Catch made by Mitchell. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Go.
Elliott's on 1st and 10. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Motioning him from the slot right. 2nd and 6 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Call it 4 yards, and we'll see what they do now from 4th and short in this spot.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
70 Lions.
Spears running behind center. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't call that look at all Kate downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. He's on the move. Now he takes it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Ready up. Set.
Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing from the gun. He's on the move. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers make it an 11-point ball game. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a give to Spears, coming left. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. So we hit the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. Second down now, 7 to go.
Set. 19, 18. Go.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Set. Set, go.
Spears trying this straight ahead. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Spears on the give, headed right. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Fits it through the middle. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This finds Mitchell, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 27. He's got it near the 8. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the first.
18, Pioneer. Ready?
From the red zone now. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
And this is Spears. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. He'll get a couple, and now they face 3rd and goal from the 6.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
19 tight.
They're going to look to throw on 3rd and goal. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Cooper going in motion right. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass it downfield, working the left. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
First down, Buccaneers.
To throw it on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
1st down from the red zone. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 line. 18 run. 18 run.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
60 back. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He puts some power on a deep one left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Ready? Go!
They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And the Titans will have a first down. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. So to the victor go the spoils, Brock, as they celebrate.